And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the Self-Developed YouTube channel, you beautiful people. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Right here in Canada, it is super warm. You can see that flood of light just coming in. It's actually an extremely warm day here where I live in Canada, because Canada, it gets quite cold. So yeah, spring is on the way. Summer is approaching. Let's get it going. Time to get jacked, shredded, strong, financially stable, sufficient, all your goddamn dreams come true. And yeah, I mean it. So let's jump in. Anyways guys, in today's video, and yes, we have definitely been on a roll with the channel. I believe I'm uploading more frequently. I have my mission statement. I understand what this channel is exactly about and what it's exactly not about, and I'm ready to just bang out and deliver content, value to help you guys as men so we can all become self-developed, all right? Not self-selfish or just me, help me. No. Developed, based as a man. Speaking of based, that's what this video is. How to become more based as a man. Now, I love this word, and it has been something as of late that has really been resonating with me. Not because I always am based, by any means, absolutely not. I have a lot of work to do, but I do believe as men, this is the goal, this is the objective, and this is what separates man from woman. Not that women are of any less value, but women biologically will never be as based as men. Why? Because we have testosterone. We have a fucking nutsack. This is literally, in my opinion, what based is: to drop the nuts, to let our energy just sink down low, which is to not be too subjective in our emotions, guys. What you need to understand is that the devil, Satan, demons, negative beliefs, opinions, they attack you through subjectivity. They attack you through your emotions, through the way you feel, perceive. This is why women, generally speaking, are much more satanic, and I don't mean that in a devilish way, but Eve is the one who bit the apple. It wasn't Adam. Women are much more easily influenced, right? That's really what I'm trying to say, and they will follow these emotions. They're much more fear-based. That is Satan in a nutshell. It's fear, right? This is why media is targeted towards women. This is why marketing is targeted towards women. There are reasons for this. They're not based. They're completely in their emotional realm, which is, look, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's how they function, but that's why we as men have to be based, because if there's no decision maker, if there's no man who can be as objective as he can through being based, then you're both fucked. You're both women, and you live in a very gynocentric society, which we already do. We got to change that. So, how to become based as a man? Well, there are many things that we can do, but I really do believe it comes down to one thing, and I've given it away, but I'm going to go into much more detail. That, my friends, is to be objective. Man, that's not easy though. Being objective is one of the trickiest things to do, and the way to be objective, or as objective as we can, is to do something known as shadow work. Now, shadow work, guys, is a spiritual term, a religious term, it doesn't really matter, where it essentially is letting go of any and all limiting beliefs, ideas, old stories, traumas. It's traumas, really, that's what it is. It's your subconscious cleansing itself. We can call this many different terms, different ideas. All philosophies really promote and teach the same thing, but it's the same shit. You're letting go of all that old baggage. So, how do we do this, David? How do we do shadow work? Because I've definitely heard you speak of it many times, and I know it's a popular thing. Well, you actually do fucking nothing. That's the kind of the catch-22. And that's why, as men, I believe it is so difficult for us to ensue shadow work, because it is just that it is not something you pursue. You don't pursue, you don't chase, you don't force shadow work. It naturally happens. It ensues. It comes to you. It's like taking a shit. Yes, you can take a shit, but you can't, if I've eaten food, I can't just turn that into shit within a second. It's a very natural digestive process, and when it is time to release, it will just happen. I know this sounds kind of morbid, like you can hold it in as much as you want, but like it's going to come out. That is exactly... I know it sounds silly, but that is what shadow work is. When it's time to release these old subconscious beliefs, ideas, just paradigms about the way you lived reality, it's going to come out whether you are ready, whether you want it to, whether you hold on to it. It doesn't fucking matter. The best thing we can do is just to allow it to happen. Now, I'm going to give you guys some very tangible personal examples in my life, because I go through shadow work as all of you guys do. I've been going through it tremendously the past 4 years of my life, hence why my channel and who I am as a man has changed so much. Go watch my videos from a year ago, 2 years ago, right, to now. There has been an unfathomable amount of shadow work that has happened in that time, and that's why I am more based as a man, not because I'm better than anyone, but because these demons are fucking gone. They're leaving, do you understand? So like I was saying, some personal examples in my life. I have noticed over these past couple of years, I have become, maybe you guys can tell, maybe not, a bit of a control freak, and I mean that in like every area of my life where I micromanage everything. And now this has helped me for the time being. It's allowed me to grow this YouTube channel, my business, become financially independent by myself at such a young age. But the downsides of that is I burn out. I can't control everything in life. This is obvious. Like, it's like me trying to control the weather. What am I gonna do? If it's raining, I can't just say stop raining. You understand? And that's it sounds silly, but that's kind of how my mind was acting, and I was burning out. It was causing me so much suffering because as men, as individuals, we cannot micromanage everything. And this is a different video which I'll make in the future of the feminine side to masculinity, the feminine side, and why it's very important as a man, which again I'll make in future videos. There's a lot of content coming your way, guys. I've learned so much about masculinity, manhood, purpose, God, evolution than ever before, and I'm ready to share with you guys. But as a preface to that video, for me myself, one of the things that I need to work on, or the shadow that is leaving me, is that control, that obsessive control. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, we do need a level of control in our life. We need a level of order. We need a level of action, but there's a balance to that, and too much of that can cause havoc, which again, I'll speak of in different videos. So for me, my life has been showing me, it's very evident, God will do this, the universe, whatever name you want to give it, will show you. It will trigger your shadows to leave, because the only way to release a demon or a shadow is to first know you have it, right? I mean, if I don't know that there's a leak in my roof, there's no way I'm going to fix it. And my favorite quote is, awareness in and of itself is transformative. So simply by being aware of it, of like, whoa, I have a control issue, or whoa, I have an anger issue, or whoa, I have a, I don't know, intimacy issue. Once you know it, it will naturally fix, because the answer will come. So what life will do is it'll poke you, like basically with a stick, and you're like, you know, you're already super frustrated, and it keeps triggering you, right? You get triggered. This is exactly what it is, where something will happen, something really small, but because it is so close to that wound, that shadow within us, we freak out. We just go fucking berserk. And I've had so many instances in my life, even now, where I get triggered, and I have to realize that that's pointing to a wound, that's pointing to a shadow that I need to purge, I need to release, I need to be objective of, and then let go. Do you understand? And the reason, to bring this all full circle, how that comes back to being based as a man, is because to be based is to be without shadow. You understand? To be without demon. To be without subjectivity. The more demons and subjectivity we have inside of us, it is very hard, if not impossible, to be objective, aka based. So the more shadows we can leave, right, which is that old traumatic experience, which we all have, and I need to make it so clear, guys, we're all going to continue going through shadow work. Like, being based is a pursuit. It is not something that just you wake up one day and you're completely cleansed of all your shadows. No, that's never going to happen. You will have shadows to the day you die, but we can get better. And this is why it's very evident if you look at older men who are usually around in their 40s, they're very based. Not all of them. A lot of them are man children. But if you look at some of them, one that comes to mind is Elliot Halls. They're just grounded men who have done a lot of work in their life. They're based as fuck. They're very objective. They're grounded because they've done their shadow work. Do you understand? They've purged out their effeminacies, their subjective emotions, traumas based upon, you know, childhood. So that is how we become based as men. This is how I have become much more based as a man the past couple of years, but I still have a lot of work moving forwards. I get triggered just as you guys do. I am a sinner. I am not perfect. This is what it means, right? To be children of God. None of us are perfect, and you need to understand that. Because by trying to be perfect, which was one of my sins, right, I'm actually ironically fucking myself up. So it's accepting the impurity of life. It's accepting the imperfection, how life has sins, life has problems. We will take this upon ourselves, but by being aware of it, then being objective and letting it go, we are able to move forwards. We're able to move closer to God, closer to our highest version, closer to purity, closer to being based. So that is it, guys. That's the end of this video. That is the trick. That is the key to being based. You actually have to do nothing. It's just being aware of your demons and shadows, which you don't really have to be aware of because they'll make you aware. Life will poke you. It'll give you a challenge, or someone will say something, or something small will happen, and you'll just fucking irrationally lose it. That's a shadow. Mark my words, that's a shadow. And once you're aware of it, ask God for forgiveness, ask Him for clarity, for guidance on how to let it go, and breathe and trust Him. And I promise you, you are letting it go, even if it takes a little bit longer than you expect. You guys need to keep in mind that shadow work does not happen overnight. You can go through a shadow and it can take years to let go of. I am letting go of that control shadow, and it's been taking years, but it works. You didn't gain the shadow in a day. It's not going to leave in a day. Do you understand? These are childhood fears, beliefs, traumas, etc., etc. So try to be objective. Try to let it go. Try to pray to God. Not even try. You need to. Ask for clarity and guidance, go for walks, be objective, and watch it naturally slowly dissipate, and you, my friend, are becoming more based. So that is that, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish the video here on the final plugs. If you guys would like to work with me on a personal level at any of the topics we spoke of in this video, releasing these shadows or becoming self-developed by improving your fitness, business, mindset, and relationships, there is always one-on-one coaching, guys. Spots are open. Come join the tribe. We have group coaching, which is cheaper than one-on-one coaching. It's the workshop, and it entails 4 one-hour live stream calls with a private Facebook group. I run it every month. Go check the next one of April coming up to book yourself a spot. And finally, guys, we have the self-development course, which is passive. It's online, over 3 hours long. It's the cheapest option, and it will transform your lives as men, improving your fitness, nutrition, intermittent fasting, no-fap, meditation, cold showers, increasing your masculinity, finding your passions, and turning them into a business online. Go download the free half-an-hour version to get yourself a teaser, see if you like it before getting the full course, and I'll finish it there. You guys can support Edge. Let's go, baby. Coupon code Hammond. All the logos are on the back. This is their tee. I think just their hometown tee in sand color. Super dope. Let's get it going. About to go for a walk, then hit up the gym, and try to be as objective and based as I can, because it's a process. It will take you years, your entire life. It never goes away, but we do get better. I promise you we get better. I'm much more based now than I was a couple of years ago, but I have a lot longer to go, and that's the whole point of life. That's the journey. So thank you guys. I love you all. I'll catch you guys in the next video. With that, much love. Peace.